Hello everyone, I am very excited to show you guys this set. This is a super duper awesome set. This is the Stranger Things, the Upside Down. Now in case you don't know what Stranger Things is, you probably would have heard about it. It is this horror TV series that you can see on Netflix, and forgot how many seasons are totally, but I heard it's pretty good. And I have received this lovely set that costs $300 dues. I'm glad I got this for free, and I just want to give a massive shout out to once again to Angry Birds for coming back after me and providing this set. And I just want to shout out to Netflix themselves for doing this, because after all, this is for their own series. And so yeah, I'm basically doing a super honest commercial here. I'm not being paid to say nice stuff about the set. I am being paid to say my most honest opinions about this massive behemoth. So let's start off first by taking a look at the box, and then let's see what's inside the box, which is this. But we'll get to the box first. Let's get right to it. Yes, the box. What a huge box. Again, this set is $300, or $269 to be very specific, and it is very big. Let me just stick my face in here. See? Look at the scale. It's almost as, actually, I think it might be just as big as me. But you can see it's got the Stranger Things logo upside down as well. Get it? Because when you flip the box, it's still there. Very cool. And it's got the main idea is pretty. It's supposed to tell you that you can see the set from both sides. But again, huge box. Don't be prepared for it, because there is. Just want to show you, because not a lot of people will show you this, but sets like this will be so big that there's a box in a box. This is the white box. So there you go. Just want to show you guys that. So this is set 75810. I know you can't really see it because of the glare. They did stick a white label there, maybe because this is an international import or something. So set 75810 with 2,287 pieces, and this is a set ages 18 plus. You can see this is clearly not targeted for little kids. No way. I would completely see why. So here's the back of the box, just showing you the entire set as a whole. It measures 44.6 centimeters long and 32.8 centimeters wide. It's a pretty big set. Definitely do not take that for granted. Shows you, got the Netflix logo at the bottom. Shows you the big flip play feature and everything else you can get within this set. So there you go. So that's the box. Oh yeah, and in case you're wondering, the set took me 4 days to complete. It's a pretty big set, but if you speed run this, probably take you like within a few hours. But I took my sweet time, so it took me 4 days. Now I normally don't show this in set reviews, but I couldn't miss it because this is actually very cool, because this is one of the few big sets I have. The instruction manual, again, the cover looks awesome, but in the beginning it actually gives you a bit of context if you're new to Stranger Things like me. So it actually talks about the set and the setting it's in. So this actually talks about Stranger Things and talks about like what happens in Stranger Things. So yes, I was right, it was the 1980s. And yeah, just basically giving you some context on what Stranger Things is, what the Upside Down is, where it is, some photos from the actual show. There you go. And I'm just going to quickly skim through to show you guys. And then it shows you all the characters and even shows them in minifigure form, so you know which minifigure is what character. So there's that. It's that. Very cool. And the rest, and then the actual building starts from here. It goes all the way on and on and on. All the way on over here. And then that's just the first book. doesn't stop there. It actually continues in the second book. There's 2 books in this set. So, the beginning of this book, it basically catches you on with Stranger Things and explaining how the set came to be, talking about how the designer built the set, and talking about this complicated process, which was making the giant flip, you know, on the set, the main play feature. And then they also talk about building the actual set, and then later on he signs off saying like how his closing thoughts on the set and how he hopes us fans enjoy building the set. And then we just finish off the last few characters here, again with the Demogorgon, and then just a couple more photos of from the show. You can see this is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the demo coming out of the portal from the Upside Down, and then it just continues on from here. And yes, there are 21 bags in this set. And then to finish it off, the last thing to show you here is of course the big play feature, which I will show on this video. So just want to quickly show you the instruction manual. It's just something very cool. Alright, let's get down to business. There is definitely 100%, there is a lot to cover in this set. The set is basically a mirror image. Of course, if you've seen the actual Stranger Things show, you'll understand what the Upside Down it is. It's an alternate dimension, it's an alternate reality, and it has the infamous Demogorgon creatures. And yeah, so disclaimer, I am not too much of an expert with Stranger Things. I don't know everything in depth about it very well, so some of the information I say here may be wrong. If they are, don't come after me with hate comments. Just let me know, correct it for me, and correct it for everyone else watching who hasn't seen Stranger Things either. It might benefit them, for all we know. It will benefit them. So let's get started. So first things first, let's look at the side builds. Let's get those out of the way. Let's look at the minifigures, and then we'll take a look at the actual model itself. So let's get right to it. First things first, there's something that definitely isn't shown on both, but it is technically a side build, and that is this thing right here. This is one of the sheriff's car. You only get one. You don't get it in the upside down version as well. So you can see, the upside down, there is no car, just this one. So the way this can be attached to the side like this, or it can be taken as its own vehicle. See, the thing is though, like, the way it's attached, I'm not quite sure if I turn it upside down, will it stay still? That's my question, like. Right, so you just snap it off, and then you can see on the actual build, there's like this Technic pin sitting right here, which will connect to this hole, this receiver. Just snap the car on like that. Now in terms of making it tight, it certainly is pretty tight. Let me just attach this back on. Beautiful. So let's try turning the entire model over, and let's see how effective it really is. There you go. So now we have flipped it over to the upside down version, and you can see the car is starting to fall. Of course, gravity would do its thing, but you can see it's still holding on. So that's good. It's still holding on pretty well. You can push it up, but at least it won't just fall unless you like force it to. But apart from that, there you go. So we'll take a look at the flipping the model. We'll take a look at that after. But my main focus here is I want to take a look just at the car first and just solely focus on the car. So let's take this away first and let's take a look at the car. Alright, here you have it. Chief Jim Hopper's car. In case you didn't know the character's name, this is the sheriff's car. It's actually a pretty straightforward car. This will look like this will be like a nice $10 set or a $15 set on its own. But definitely it's a cool addition to the set. And it's got it's not really that modern in the design. It's more because it takes place in like the 1980s or something, or even earlier, I don't remember. But the models were definitely much older back then, so this is what this design was based off, really. And so, yeah, the overall the overall color scheme, it's pretty nice. Got that beige, dark, brownish, or light brownish actually, color scheme going on. I like how they don't have the big rings, you know, for the tires. That might be a problem, but I think in this case, for this car, it is okay. And then the back, I've got the license plate, back window. Here's the front with the main headlights. And then here's what's on the other side. Side mirrors, you got the sirens on the top. So can you remove this? No, you cannot, because look, I literally tried that and it snapped off. So this isn't that friendly with like playing, but it still has its purpose. You know, it still has its reason to exist. I mean, it looks cool, and it's just here for the sake of looks. And then if you look inside, don't know if you can see it very clearly, but you can see there's like almost like a pumpkin or like a bomb or something inside. Not entirely sure, but it's not play friendly. You can there's actually no studs inside the car to actually fit Hopper to fit him in and like sit him in. It's not possible, so I'll tell you that. So and yeah, so the car, it's a nice side build. It's cool and all, and another fine addition to the set. Build is pretty straightforward. Definitely a cool addition. I would much like to see a upside down version of it, like a darker version of it. But maybe that's not the case in the actual show. So that's it for the car. Let's take a look at the other accessories and the side builds. Now, this set is made to be displayed, and they do include everything you need to display the set. It's actually more focused solely on putting this set on display rather than having a kid play with it. Besides, I don't think Stranger Things is, you know, family friendly, but like it's fine. So here, what they've included is they've included a display sign right here with the Stranger Things logo. Awesome. The Stranger Things logo is a sticker. I will tell you that right now. And yeah, so the whole thing's a sticker. It's one of those cool display signs. Perfect. That's perfect. Now, on the right here, you can't display all the minifigures, but you can display up to a maximum of 4. There are a total of 8 minifigures in this set, so you can only literally display only half unless you extend it by building, you know, adding your own bricks to it. Speaking of the minifigures, let's take a look at the minifigures individually. I'm just gonna take these off the sign here. I just put 4 of them here just to show you how it works. So let's get right to it. This set does include a black bike as well, in case you're wondering. Yeah, it's random, but you know what? A bike is a bike. It's another cool accessory. So yeah, just showing you, you get, oh, right here. You just get another bike in this set. So that's the bike. All right. There are, once again, I said there's 8 minifigures with the set, so I have broken them down to 2 groups of 4. We'll take a look because all these figures are based off the actual characters in Stranger Things, no duh, but you may not recognize some of them. So, starting off on my left here, we have 11. So, 11, again, I'm not too familiar with these characters. Just gonna describe what they look like in minifigure form. 11's got the blonde hair. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. He's got the blonde hair. He's got the torso. Looks nice. She's eating a waffle. She's got a pink skirt. All right. Not that bad. And does she have an alternate face? She does not have an alternate face. But yeah, so that's 11. And then this one, Dustin Henderson. So he's like, I guess he's like the science or the tech geek dude. He's got a remote control and a walkie-talkie. And yes, these leg prints, or these leg molds, are shorter than your normal minifigure ones. See, I can literally pull a minifigure right here. You can see the actual difference. This is shorter. Normally, for like small torsos for like child minifigures, we just get solid short torsos that don't even move. Well, Lego changed it up now. Now we have new torso. Yeah, we have actual like legs here that move. Sorry, did I say torsos? My bad. But like, yeah, look at that. That is so cool. Tiny legs that can actually move now. This might be new for just the year just when was this released? 2019? Don't quite remember, but yeah, this is definitely a welcoming new piece for sure. He's got that nice hat as well, hat and hair piece. Love to see it, and he does have a second face. There you go. And then let me put him down. There we go. All right, and then we've got Lucas Sinclair. Sorry, Lucas Sinclair. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Stranger Things fans are probably screaming at me right now, but like he's like more like the you know, the cool kid. You know, he's got the slingshot. He's got the flashlight. I feel like I'm rapping. And he's got the head bandana. Very nice. Does he have an alternate face? He does not. And then torso, like that. And then again, the new miniature legs for, you know, new for these child minifigures. Again, really like these. These are really, really good. Okay. This figure now. This one is Joyce Byers. Ta-da! I don't really know who she is, but to me, she looks like she's an artist. And she's got a painting here of a wizard, apparently. Also got a flashlight. There's her hair back, and then take off. Yes, she does have an alternate face. There it is. She has two faces. So this is the first batch of minifigures in the set. So let's take a look at the other four. Alright, it's the second half of the minifigures. So, we got 4 more, and we got 2 more kids. So, starting off with this one is Mike Wheeler. Ta-da! He's got the coal here. Very nice. Flashlight, walkie-talkie as well. Again, with the new shorter leg mold in dark green. Doesn't this remind you of Phineas? Look at the shirt he's wearing underneath. This actually reminds you of Phineas. It reminds me at least, but I don't know if it reminds you, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, take that off. He does have a second face, and in this second face, he's more like, more firm, more serious, I guess? I don't quite know, but there you go. So that's Mike Wheeler. And then we have this guy, the sheriff, Chief Jim Hopper. He is an adult. He's got the normal normal legs. Oh my god, I keep saying torsos. He's got the normal legs. Alright, okay. He's got the mug as well. Of course, he's a sheriff. There you go. No second face, of course, because of his fedora. And yeah, it's cool. And then, you've got one more kiddo. One of the characters, he is Will Byers. It's kind of one of the smaller, more innocent looking characters. Again with the short legs and then the torso print. Does he have an alternate face? Yes, he does have an alternate face. I just put on his scared face because why not? It's a horror thing. And then finally, the figure we all know, or at least the first impressions of Stranger Things. And a person like me who's new to Stranger Things, this is literally the only thing I know about it. It is the monster that is trying to, you know, eat everyone in Stranger Things. It is the Demogorgon, or Demi for short, as I like to call it. This is a Lego minifigure version of a Demogorgon, and you only get one in the set, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know what? Still better than none, so I'll take it. He's got the claws, Wolverine claws going on. Torso print, very nice, very fleshy. And then his legs here, look at the legs. These aren't your normal minifigure legs. These are specially molded. And there's, I don't think they're short ones, but yes, these are definitely specially molded, like how it kind of like goes from like a fat layer to like a skinny, bony layer, and it just goes back to his feet. That's just really cool. And then his head here, it is a special mold. You can see he's opening up his face for a roar, because yes, that's what they look like. And here is the minifigure head of him. So, what does that mean? This is actually when he is closed. You know, when his full mouth is closed and he's not roaring. So this is what he'll look like, as the Demogorgon is basically bald, you know, when they're in their closed normal version, just like this. So this headpiece here is to represent him, you know, opening up his entire mouth and about to eat someone, or like just roaring in general. There you go, like that. So that is a cool alternation that you can certainly do. And yeah, so those are all the minifigures. Who's my favorite one here? Definitely the Demogorgon, because I just think the Lego version of a Demogorgon, how cool can that get? That is honestly just awesome. So that is all the minifigures. Let's take a look at the actual set itself. Alright, the main star of the set, of course, is this Tampant, as they call it. It's basically a nice house, and of course, I am going to get bombarded with hate comments for not knowing why Stranger Things. But the main deal of this set is the fact that it's the same build, but in two different versions. You got the normal light version, you got the upside down version with the corrupted dimension. So, what I do like about this set though, is that they don't abandon details, and the fact that they mimic every single detail in the upside down version. It is very, very cool. The concept is very, very nice. Before we do the big flip, just want to first start off by showing you everything in the top layer, you know, right here, the normal light version. Before everything becomes upside down, it becomes difficult for me to film. So, of course, the entire build is supported by these two big trees. They're basically your pillars to hold up the set. And the reason these trees are flat, of course, is when you flip it over, they can provide a firm, solid foundation. So, before we take a look inside, let's take a look at the top first. So let's start off outside right here. First and foremost, just a tree. The tree, very straightforward build, the leaves and everything. Looks like a pretty decent tree to me, you know, but I feel like it's lacking a bit of leaves, but that's just my own personal opinion. And then, so let's come down here. The roof is built very nicely. I really like the design of the roof with the chimney right there. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks awesome. And then on the front here, this is the front porch. Let's see, we start, the house address is 149. Got a bunch of newspapers taped up on the window for some reason. We've got chair, table, and then we've got some broken tiles here. Right here. Don't know if you can quite see it, but it's over there. And then we've got a flower pot, another carpet, and you got the main entrance door right there. Right there. And then we go on this side. Got another couch, small table. Everything's cool. And then we just got a small little swing chair on the side. Because why not, right? It makes the front here looks pretty decent. I'll give them that. And I really do like the way these pillows are built. But I don't like the foundations, the way they're supporting up the roof. I feel like they're a little bit loose because they are using the one stud 1x2 plate. I feel like that was a poor choice. They could have just stuck with the normal 2 studs because it's not really holding the roof up that well. It tends to like pop off on its own occasionally, and I don't think that was a pretty smart choice. I do wish they changed that because it looks nice, but the foundations ain't so pretty. I'll say that. And then right here you've got you got some stone here, but this really is to hold up the vehicle, the car. So there's that, and yeah. And then just to finish it off on this side, we've got there we go. Just got one tree. It's kind of a different build from the other tree, but it's basically the same idea. It's a tree. Not really that much of a difference, is there? So, let's take a look at the upside down version of the front. And let's see what difference is there. Because honestly, it's a mirror build. There's not really much of a difference. So let's flip this. Of course, the main feature. Now, pro tip when you flip the set, always hold on to the middle, because that is where you won't risk snapping off any pieces of the leaves of the trees, and it is the most solid, most strong place for you to put it. So you put your hands here like this, and you just simply flip it like this. Notice how these will automatically flip because they are on a loose Technic pin that will just come down easily like this, very, very easily. So now we flipped it. And we have the upside down version. Now you can see everything becomes dark, broken down, almost like, yeah, it's supposed to give that spooky vibe, and they definitely achieve that very, very well. You can see there's lots of overgrown stuff happening. It's very nice. And yeah, it's a good mimic. I'll give them that's for sure. And this definitely, if you're not into Stranger Things, but you want this set, I'm thinking this set might actually be good for like building a haunted house in an amusement park or something, or if you just want to create a sketchy, spooky area in your Lego city or something. This would be sketchy, very sketchy, so this would be perfect for you. Now, pro tip, you can take, because everything is attached to just ball sockets here, right here, and on the side on the trees as well. You can actually detach it and just stack both sides against one another. I'm not going to do that because it took me quite a long time to attach this together, so I'm not going to undo all my hard work. But I will tell you, it is possible to do that. And when you do, and trust me, you have two alternate sides of the house, but still, it looks pretty nice. So, let's start off by, of course, looking at the trees. So what changed with the trees? Well, for starters, more overgrown, it's more dark. There's more vines coming out of it instead of just leaves. These leaves are all dried up and decayed. And then you've got some of these clear, transparent gray studs to give it more of a broken down feeling. It's very nice. Very corrupted, and definitely looks pretty decent. Now, the roof. It went from gray, now it is dark blue. So, definitely color scheme has changed a lot, and of course it's got more dark blue leaves, so a lot of overgrown stuff has been happening on the top. Chimney's been changed as well, of course. It's just the thing looks more old, scary, and broken down. Here's the other tree, basically the same thing. Just more vines, more decayed and more withered, that's for sure. You can see there's more overgrown stuff growing on the walls than the other one. Everything's still the same. The chair's still here, table's still here, flower pot's still here, the couch is still here, and like the swing is still here. But you can see these whip pieces that wrap around the pillar, they're perfect for representing vines, so that's pretty good. Now in terms of the terrain changed a little bit. You can see you don't have the technically to hold up the vehicle anymore, but pretty much everything else here is built the same. The only difference here, of course, it is the color. So, I personally like the upside down version of this, of the front, just the front. We haven't taken a look at the back yet, but I think this side looks spookier, for sure. I like that. The vibe, the spooky vibe it gives you, the broken down, sketchy place. They've executed the idea quite well. Quite frankly well. And yeah, definitely. So I don't know, it's a fun concept to play around, but first, of course, this is just the front. We've got to show you the sides as well, and then the back. So let's flip this back around first. Let's return this back to the normal life. Again, make sure your fingers are grabbing the middle. Flipping around, one firm, confident turn. And sometimes, occasionally, pieces like this might snap off. I have no idea where that came from. I'll fix that in a second. Alright, don't think I've missed the side. There are obviously stuff on the side. And let's see. Well, of course, there is windows. There is a chimney for the houses. It goes all the way down to the upside down as well. These are all sticker pieces. You can see in the upside down version, there's just more cracks. I think these are vines actually. And then of course, in the normal version, it's just more bricks that have been exposed. Now, there is one very critical thing here, and that is on the tree right here. There's a sticker piece right here with a missing sign of Barbara Holland. Pretty sure that's how you say it. I guess some guy went, or some girl went missing. Same thing, you can see, if you can read upside down, it is literally the same thing on the upside down side. So, is it the same thing for the other side? Well, let me show you. Pretty much, except for one difference, the windows instead of you see how this side it's 2x2, and then on this side it's just 1x2. So the windows are actually a little smaller, and of course you'll notice there is no missing person sign on this side. It's slightly different. So there is a slight difference, but there's not too much of a difference. So now where all the real action happens is at the back. All the detailing, all the pieces, they're all poured into here. So let's start off. Of course, we gotta look at the normal life side first. So starting off in the middle, this is probably gonna be a bedroom. That's what I'm gonna assume. It probably is. Got the bed, got small, I don't know what that is, flower vase, got a boom box, got some more old style lights, and then I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me just get this angle. There we are. There is a Jaws poster. Kind of an interesting reference to Jaws, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta have some propaganda, and it's fine. Of course, there is a little more on this side of the bedroom, right here, with basically some drawings, some really good drawings, especially the dragon one, and I just hung up on top of this bed inside, 'cause why not? Got a bed light, the actual bed itself, and then yeah, so that's pretty much the small bedroom. But on the top here, there is one more little hidden thing here. That is a security camera. I guess, you know, of course the house needs to have security, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Alright, so now we got the main room, living room, or more like the casting couch area as I call it. So the thing is, you got a telephone booth here, and you got the front door where they will enter through. Got some letters at the back. Again, a sticker piece, got the couch, got the coffee table. And then over top you can see there's some lights built. Now there's an actual light brick, and it's just a small play feature that has included in the set. Right here you can see there is a light brick, which is actually supposed to represent a spotlight. So now if you haven't seen a light brick before, let me show you how it works. So simply, there's a button right here, and you just press on that, just lights up like that. Now there is I don't know if I can show it to you, but it's got like a special hole, the cheese grater, that's what it is, a cheese grater piece at the front to purposely show just bits of the light, not the entire light. So if I press it right here, you can see it's just showing some letters. So like it's not too accurate, but I appreciate LEGO for just the idea, you know, just an extra play feature. And it's a light brick. Who doesn't like light bricks? This is very cool. Not too accurate, but you know what? I will take it. No, it does not light up the rest of these spotlights, that's for sure. Now moving on the top here, you can see there is a wizard hat. Huh? Now I haven't seen the show, so I don't really get, is it a reference or something? Correct me in the comments if you are a Stranger Things nerd. So moving on down here, we just got a small little room with a big couch for a figure to relax in, and another flower pot, just some small little windows. So once again, I don't know what's the point of the wizard hat here, so please, if you know, tell me. It's just, I guess it's just another cool side build, because why not? So in the end, there is not much in the house. There's a total of 3 rooms, but it's fine. You know what? I like the light brick feature. No, it's just a cool little play feature, and the designs of the rooms aren't too bad. Now, let's take a look at let's see what changes when we flip this around and then we make it a, what do you call it? Upside down version, you know, where the demigorgons come from. There we go. Now you can see in the back here, there's also, you know, just leaves attached here as on the ball sockets. I love how they just fall with you when you flip it. I think that's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat feature. Okay, so we're back on the upside down side. Let's see what changed. Camera is gone. It is replaced with vines, overgrown. Okay. So we're now left with, oh no, this is the wizard hat side. So this is like the small, big couch room. The big couch is still there. As you can see, it is just now blue instead of green. Flower pot change, it's dead. You know the flower is dead. Makes sense. Window is still the same. The overall bill is pretty much the same. Alright. And then the main living room. Well, the light brick is gone for sure. There is no light brick. There's only the light brick for the normal side. But you can see the couch turned black. The coffee table turned black. All the lights basically died out. Telephone's still here, but it is just an alternate color. Door's still there, and there's just more vines, and it's kind of right there behind there with all the letters. It's just overgrown again and broken down. Now, last room. What do we have in the last room? Well, the bedroom. Now you can see the camera is gone. It is just replaced with vines instead. Now everything else inside is pretty much the same. The bed's still there, the boom box, the lights, everything. It's all still there. Nothing much has changed. But as you can see, it is not completely identical. The upside down version and then the normal version, very different. Like, there's a couple things missing, but the overall concept, the general build, it's all still here. It's still the same. So again, mirror build, and I really like this idea because I think it gives a fantastic play theme to the situation. But once again, this is a set meant for displaying purposes. It's really a collector's item, so you got to respect that is for sure. So that is it for the main build of the set, which is this. So once again, one final look. Here's what it looks like. Again, I took away the car, but I did show you earlier what the car would look like if it was flipped upside down with the rest of the set. Yes, if you attach the minifigures, provided you attach them firmly and you flip them upside down, they will stick. But if you ask me which side I prefer, definitely the normal side. It's just got more finesse, got more details, and of course the brick light, because you don't get that in the upside down version. But apart from that, it's very cool. So in the last flip, we've returned back to normal, and another piece just fell. I'll fix that later. But let's wrap it up now and head on to the final verdict. Alright, it's time to talk. It's time to talk serious. It's time to be serious. What do I think of this $300 set, okay? If I put in a nicer tone, $300 for this big behemoth. Totally. Yeah. This is awesome. This is the concept of the set. I know it's based off the TV series, but I like the idea of it. It's not really meant, I don't know, like in terms of like play features, there's a couple, like there's a few things which you can play with this, but I feel like this will look a lot better if it was just, just simply put on display. But of course, all the good stuff, all the interior stuff you won't be able to see unless you like display it from the back. But obviously you might want to put this against a wall if you want to display this. But this will be pretty cool as like a desktop model. Just, yeah. And if you're into Stranger Things, this is totally the set for you. Like, this is a pretty neat set. I really love the idea of it, and the piece count, 2,000 pieces, about 2,000 pieces. But apart from that, this is a great set overall. And I'm just gonna say I'm probably gonna give this set a I'm thinking like a 9 out of 10. There were just some very loose ends. Like they did a particularly good job securing this together, so when you turn it up and down, you won't really like lose any like connection points. The grip won't be that bad, but at the same time, some of these pillars and the roof here, look, it's already starting to pop off. It's not that strong, and it tends to like release itself, especially if it's like the other side is face upside down. Then there's definitely a big problem, and I definitely think, yeah, that is like those pillars at the front needs better foundations, because I feel like that is far too weak. It's far too weak. But apart from that, yeah, so not a bad set overall. Very good set. It is definitely very pricey. It's a pretty expensive set, so. But if you're really into Stranger Things, this is their only Stranger Things set. But I have to say, definitely get the set, provided you have $300. But value, it's not the best, but it's decent. I'll give them that. It's decent. So that's it for this one. This is The Upside Down by Stranger Things from Lego, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely talked about a lot of stuff in this set, and once again, if you want to purchase it, I'm pretty sure like Lego stores your only way, unless some other independent toy store has the set as well. But yeah, from that, as it for this one, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that subscribe button and like the video, because I've got lots of Lego content. Believe me, I have a lot of content coming your way. You just don't know it. So I've got them coming. Hopefully you'll get to see them very soon. So that's it for now. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.